Welcome back to another episode of Week in Review. This week we'll take a look at the 3.3 PTU, the new flight model, and the Anvil Valkyrie. So at number 6, we have the 3.3 PTU. This week still sees us waiting for the final 3.3 live build, with the PTU releases making it as far as the 3.3.0 V build. With these many releases, we're seeing the verse become more stable, bugs being smashed, features being rolled out, and most citizens seem happy with the state the game is currently in. Latest patches include features such as ship purchasing, and given the current trajectory, we'll hopefully see a live build soon. At number 5, we have the Anvil Valkyrie. The Valkyrie remains on sale this week to all backers eager to pick one up. At $330 War Bond and $375 non-War Bond, we're not sure just how long they'll be sticking around, so grab yours while you can. They come with the usual LTI/6 months insurance for a War Bond and non-War Bond option, and are available in the Valkyrie drop pack if you're also keen to add a Tumbril Cyclone TR and a Dragonfly Black to your fleet. At number 4, we have the roadmap update. This week's roadmap continues on with 3.3 being finished off and polished ready for release. Only 2 tasks of the 4 outstanding received any progress, with background spawning moving 1% up to 98%, and performance optimization moving 30%, taking it up to 82%. This represents an overall 1% performance improvement from last week, taking us to a 98% total completion. 3.3.5 tells a similar story, with the only 2 remaining tasks both gaining progress, Hurston adding 3% moving to 93%, and Lorville adding 2%, putting it at 92%. This leaves us at a 95% overall status for this release. Hopefully, as PTU releases continue to roll out, we'll see these last features being polished and marked as complete. 3.4 moved into active development this week, marked with a 1% loss overall as tasks begin to be fleshed out. 4 tasks received work, with the Lorville Business District kicking off its development, the Anvil Hawk receiving 2% progress, ArcCorp's Moon Lyria receiving 36%, and Waller being completely finished this week. It's good to see a start being made on 3.4, and hopefully we'll see more progress as 3.3 rolls out and full attention is moved over to 3.4. At number 3, we have Around the Verse. This week's ATV is another update on the goings-on in the development of Star Citizen, combined with a look at how the mission was built out for CitizenCon. Item previews for the Mobi-Glass and item kiosks are finally in the verse and working, now showing good-looking previews before you buy. Shopping kiosks also see further branding being added, with a huge range of kiosk splash screens now being available. Auto turrets on the rest stops are now working and are aggressively defending the stores within them. And that's all for ATV. Short and sweet this week, but we should see the pace pick up in the coming weeks as full attention moves to 3.4. At number 2, we have Reverse the Verse. This week's RTV is yet another Q&A with the Flight Experience team, looking at some of the new changes and updates to this system. The first question relates to how CIG envision one-on-one battles happening in the verse. They imagine a range of methods for fighting both in atmosphere and in space, but either way it should take considerable effort to disable or destroy another ship. Many players find themselves jousting based on the amount of time it takes to slow down and turn, and you shouldn't be able to destroy a ship on a single pass. Capital ships have high momentum and slow velocity, which means it's a lot of effort and planning to get the ship moving, and more so in order to slow down. They're not designed to make frequent trips to atmosphere, and they will struggle with this. You'll be able to feel the mass of the entire ship, and it will be possible to overload the ship to the point where it's unable to take off on certain planets due to the weight. The new flight model is also affecting the Gravlev and hover vehicles, making them feel more natural and reactive to the environment. Puncturing the hull or leaving doors open won't affect handling of the ship, but losing chunks of your ship will due to the changes in mass. A true velocity indicator will be added in the future following feedback from CitizenCon. Citizens would prefer to have the option for both instead of just longitudinal velocity. Ships with VTOL thrusters will be able to enter VTOL mode without using landing mode at some point in the future. This should improve a number of ships such as the Idris, which can't support itself without VTOL. Missiles are not currently affected by the new flight model, but CIG would like to bring this into this system in the future. Asymmetrical ships will have strange flight models with odd handling due to their odd shapes and weights. AI ships do currently use an autopilot system, but there's currently no plans for a player-capable one. CIG are currently looking to presets for configurations of power systems, etc., following player feedback at CitizenCon for these features. And that's all for RTV this week. The new flight model is coming along well, and we'll see more changes in 3.4 as CIG continues to refine the system. And finally, at number 1, we have the community overview. The community is excited to be playing the new PTU builds, finding new bugs and issues to exploit for the funniest poses. Many citizens are participating in the Halloween competition for the funniest faces using VoIP, and they're making the most of these wacky PTU bugs to do it. And that's all from me for this week. Like if you liked it, get subscribed and leave me a comment down below. I'll see you in next week's episode of Week in Review.